The views and opinions of this broadcast do not reflect the views and opinions of Armed Media, New Productions and its affiliates. Enjoy the show.
I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. So many pretty girls around me and they're waking up the rocket. Keep up. Why you mad? Fix your face. Ain't my fault they all be jacking. Keep up. Players only. Come on, put your pinky rings up to the moon.
Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for our first show, New Era Talk with Myke and Cathy. I'm Cathy and
Big Myke, Magic Myke, man.
Magic Myke is on the air. He's not with me tonight because he's magic. So we want to get straight into the show here. We've got a really special guest we're really excited to introduce everybody to. But let me just tell you real quick what our show is about. The reason why we're calling it New Era Talk is, well, a new era is defined as a new period in the history of a person or thing. We'll be bringing on guests who are in their own personal new era. So we'll have different topics all the time. But, we'll talk about those a little bit later because our special guest tonight is Freeway Rick Ross, the real Rick Ross. Rick, are you there?
I'm here.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us. Myke, I want you to give a little brief intro about our guest.
Okay. Man, first of all, for everyone who's tuned in tonight, we'll first of all let you guys know that this is the real Rick Ross. It's not no fabrication. This is the real Rick Ross.
You can touch him.
Ricky Ross.
That's right. You can feel him. You can even pinch him.
Yes, indeed.
I didn't.
And,
I behaved.
For people who are unaware, and for those who new generation, people who might be following the rapper Rick Ross, kind of let you know what he's rapping about, man, and kind of let you guys know Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross. He's an American author and former convicted drug trafficker, best known for a drug empire he established in Los Angeles, California in the mid-'80s. He was sentenced to life in prison. Through the sentence was shortened on appeal, and Ross was released around 2009. Man, if there's one thing I would say about this guy is, man, when we're speaking new era, this is the guy to talk about, man. This is a guy who I've always looked up to, and it's just an honor for us to have him on this show, especially on our debut show. So, Rick, you mind telling the people about yourself, man? Tell them who the real Rick Ross is.
Yeah, man. I grew up in Los Angeles in the early '60s and '70s. Started selling drugs at 19 years old. Got arrested when I was 28 years old. I started with $125. I had days that I made as much as $3 million.
Wait, how much?
$3 million.
$3 million a day.
Yes, in one day.
Dang, you know I'm in the financial business, right? So, I want to hear. I'm hoping you set yourself up for retirement.
I was trying to.
Definitely, man. Man, it's crazy, man. I sat back, man. It was around 2005, maybe 2005, man. I looked up and man, I got so amazed by your documentary, man. And it was one of those things that kind of, you watch, and at that age, man, I can't say I could have been no more than 18, 19 around that time. And man, I was just so impressed with the intelligence. The intelligence you have, man, I admire that, man. And that's something that growing up, I kind of always, I kept that. That's the thought I had, man. And that was just something that I always, said it, man. It's kind of crazy, man. I'm on the phone. We're kind of sitting here on the show, and I'm sitting here with you, man. I just want to compliment you on that, man, because no matter what you call it, man, at the end of the day, man, I look at you as one of the top black entrepreneurs, man, ever do it, man. And for anybody that's coming up, man, you got any advice for these kids, man, that's coming up right now? And entrepreneurship is what they're looking into, man. You got any advice for that?
Absolutely. One of the most important things in business is to study your trade. Whatever it is that you're going into, you have to study it. And you also have to study yourself as well until you get yourself on track. Most of the time, most businesses fail because the owner is not prepared to run a business. So you got to have yourself, mindset of being a businessman. And some of the things that I learned about that is that sometimes you have to deny yourself in order to allow your business to continue to grow.
Oh, man, that's big, man. That's big, man. I actually look at it now, man. Being an entrepreneur myself, was one of the youngest, man, at age 27. I was able to, purchase a professional sports franchise, with a minor league team. And it's kind of crazy, man. It made me one of the youngest. I never knew that, but it made me one of the youngest to own a sports franchise. I did it at the age of 26, and it's one thing I learned, man. Stepping up in business is one of those things, man. Sometimes you have to be able to take yourself from the picture, because the picture, it's always going to be bigger than you.
That's right. I like that.
Yes, and that's something I commend you on, man, because I even watched the BET documentary, man, and watching the BET documentary, it kind of shocked me when I found out, man, you actually was a tennis player.
Yeah, I was a pretty good tennis player, too. I was pretty good.
Man, that's a blessing, man. That's a blessing. I watched it, and it's kind of crazy because to this day, man, it made me think about the routes I take my kids, man. Like, we all send our kids on the same route. Go to school, be this great basketball player, be this great. Man, it took some thinking out the box, man, to choose tennis, man. And I can hit you on that. That's one thing that let me know, man. You separated yourself at a young age from people, man. Oh, man.
Yeah, I wanted to have something that was different. I didn't want to be like everybody else. Everybody else was trying to make it in football and basketball, and then I wasn't a big guy either, so I had to choose a different lane.
Oh, man, I commend it, man. You familiar with boxing? I know I saw you at a couple of the Floyd fights when you first got out, man. You still a big fan of boxing?
Yeah. Boxing is something that I want to get involved with in a major way as well. Just haven't had the opportunity at this time, but I definitely plan on jumping into the boxing game.
Oh, man. Well,
really? Well, we've got some. When we're offline, we will tell you about some really great things that we're working on in the boxing world for sure.
Man, definitely, man. And
crazy you would say that.
It's kind of crazy, man, because I've been in the boxing game. Actually since the age of 7, man. My uncle was a middleweight champ, and I was able to, go across the world, man, and it's led me now to where I own a sports promotion company, and I manage and market a lot of top athletes in MMA as well as boxing, and I've opened some facilities. I got a facility in Kabul, Afghanistan, facilities in Uzbekistan, and man, it's this thing about going global now, man, and with me being in the boxing game and just start realizing the ins and outs, man, I think you would be a perfect fit. Man, a lot of these guys don't understand money management, Rick.
I already know. Most people don't understand that.
Well, okay, can we go back to that? Because I did, like when you were saying you were making $3 million a day, I'm curious about the money management part of it. What did you do? Because now I read the book, but for the people that haven't, what did you do with money like that? I
bought everything that I wanted.
Well, that's what I would do.
Cars, I bought other people's cars. I mean, I use it for the betterment of my family and my community.
Man, with $3 million a day, man, I have to tell you, man, at some point, it's got to get bored, man. I mean, what can you do with all of that, man? At some point, man, you bought everything you needed, man. Everything you wanted, you had.
Yeah, no doubt. Money ain't everything, but it's right up there with oxygen.
Uh-huh.
When you got,
I totally agree.
When you got money in America, you all right. You ain't got none, you in trouble.
Definitely, man. I couldn't agree more, man. And that's the one thing I'm learning, man. Knowing we're kind of in a new, we're in a new era. Speaking of new era, man, we're in a new era where money's going digital now, man. And with money going digital, man, is there anything, how you feel about that?
It ain't gonna matter, when I was in jail with stamps, cigarettes, and tuna, so
Yep.
it don't matter what the currency is, I'm gonna get my share.
I love it, man. I love it. Same here, man. I don't care.
They can make it digital, they can make it stamps, they can make it cigarettes, they can make it marijuana. It don't matter what it is, I'm gonna get my cut.
Man, I couldn't agree more, man. I always say, man, listen, things might change, man, but listen, man, the product might change, but the game don't change, man.
Well, you know what? Let's look at this too. What was it like? I mean, coming out. I mean, technology changed. I mean, what year did you get out?
2009.
2009. So 20 years. I mean, we didn't really use cell phones, that kind of technology. I mean, what was that like to get used to?
When I left, nobody had phones but me. And my
I believe it. I definitely believe it.
I remember the first day when I'm on the bus, on the Greyhound bus, everybody on the bus got phones, got these little bitty phones that you can hold in the palm of your hand.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about social media?
My phone was about the size of a brick.
Right?
I been on social media even while I was in prison.
Oh, man.
I'm considered the first inmate to have his own social network site.
Oh, man. Listen, man, did you feel when that came out, man, did you feel that was a source you could utilize to, spread what you were spreading, man? Because once you got out, man, one thing I remember is that, man, you were real big on, being involved in the community, man. And with social media, with everyone being so high on social media, I mean, how did you use that platform?
Well, I had to do like everybody else, but mine was more generic. Where I had to go one person at a time and build up my social network. Until it's where it's at right now today. Right now I got about 600,000 followers on social media. But it took hard work and determination. But I studied how to use social media while I was in prison.
Man, and man, I got some people, man. I actually got a family member, man. Just called right before we got on this show, man. I got a family member, man, serving a 12-year bid, and that's the one thing, man, I was real big on him about. We had a convo not too long, maybe a month ago, and I just told him, I said, man, man, you got nothing but time, man. In between this time, man, take that time to catch up, man. Take that time to utilize, man, you're sitting still. Take that time to actually, be up, man. It's a certain way you can get in there and you can actually be ahead, man, because a lot of people waste their time while they're out.
No doubt. While I was there, I read over 300 books.
Man, it's a blessing. And see, that's the thing that I'm talking about, man. That's one of those things I'm talking about, man. Using your time wisely. Even whether you're there, whether you're out, man, time management, man. And I feel like the next thing other than money is time management. And I've always been a person that said, listen, it's my time.
Well,
that's how important time is.
Priceless.
I totally agree. They say the rich people buy time and poor people sell.
People about the book you got right now, man. Tell me what's going on with that.
The name of the book is Freeway Rick Ross Untold Autobiography. It's about my life. I basically explained to you how I got involved in the drug business, how I was a novice, and how I took $125 and turned it into $3 million a day sometimes. I tried to break all that down in the book to you. I talked about my appeal and just the overall drug business in LA, how it was ran, who were the players, and so forth. But it's definitely a great read, and I believe that this book could be worth some money to some people.
Oh, man. Man, listen here, man. With the knowledge you have, I'm not going to say I believe, man. I know for a fact, man, it's a lot of people trying to figure out, man. A lot of people know how to make money, Rick, but they don't know how to make their money make money.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a crucial thing, man. And I try, when I go and I'm speaking to kids and I'm speaking to these athletes, man, my thing is, okay, man, I know you can make the money, but once you make it, man, how do you make your money make money, Rick?
Yeah, that's the way you keep wealth. They call it compound interest.
Man.
Well, can I ask you, like,
you got to compound that interest.
I totally agree.
What kind of vehicles are you using to compound the interest in? I mean, what are you doing right now for your investing?
For me?
Yeah.
Me? Well, I got my T-shirt line. The book is a form of compound interest because I bought the books with money that I made from somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I'm also starting a clothing line. I'm in the marijuana industry. What else do? I do motivational speaking. I got my hands all over the place.
That's how well you're a great marketer. I mean, definitely getting yourself back out there again, because so many people could have taken that time and done things that don't help like you did while you were in prison. I mean, so being able to educate yourself by doing all that reading. I mean, what was one of the things that really was a great outcome of all that reading that you did in prison?
Oh, it's just been so many outcomes. I won my appeal.
There you go. That's
the best.
That's
man,
awesome.
Say no more, man. Say no more, man. It takes a lot.
Yeah, it can't get no better than that,
man.
Also, I'm a member of 5 Links, too. That's another business that I'm into right now.
5 Links, man. For everyone who's unaware, for those listening who's unaware of 5 Links, man, Rick, you mind breaking down a little bit of 5 Links for these people?
Well, 5 Links is a multi-level marketing company, and we sell products that people use every day: lights, gas, swipes, alarms, TV, telemedicine. So we have quite a few products that we offer, and in several ways you get paid. You get paid by selling product, and you also get paid by bringing new members to the company. So it's several ways you can get paid.
Well, man, that's a blessing, man. So for these people, man, for everyone listening,
so
man,
exactly,
this guy's breaking down every way for you guys to make some money. So anybody sitting on this phone right now and and they're listening to the radio right now, one thing I tell you is, man, listen, it makes no sense to sit still.
Exactly.
It makes no sense to sit still. Take advantage of these opportunities.
Right. And we can definitely get people set up with that. By all means, go onto our Facebook page, New Era Talk with Myke and Cathy. Like it. Send us a message, and we can, definitely get people ready to get set up under you, Rick. Obviously, well, me, because I met with Rick and I signed up too. But I think it's great. I mean, anytime people are able to help themselves. I was at a meeting with Rick and heard all the different stories. People, literally rags to riches, right, Rick?
Absolutely.
Man, speaking of meetings, man, I'm gonna tell you how small this world is, man. For those who are unaware, man, I'm born and raised Flint, Michigan, man. I'm a Flintstone till I die, man, and that's gonna be it. And it's crazy how small this world is, because I received a call a couple months ago from my brother, man, one of my brothers, DeJuan Robinson. And at that moment, he was talking to me. I was actually on the phone with Cathy, and Rick was with him. Rick was in Flint, man. How was your trip to Flint, man?
It was lovely, man. We rode around the city. They explained to us what was going on with the water, and we donated some water, and just went down, man, and just got to meet the people and hang out.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I heard so much about you, man. There was so many people calling me. They was just saying, man, that cat's solid, man. That's a solid cat. And, man, coming from there, man, I'm going to tell you something, man. We ran into a lot of people that tried to do it like you did it, Rick. And it felt good, because I felt like when you went there, man, it was a lot of hope for people who, trying to find a way, man. You had people just getting out from doing bids, man. And they got out, they was hands-on with you, and they understood, man. I think a lot of them left with a different mindset, man. And the one thing I remember someone told me, they said you told them, man, listen, y'all got to get y'all money up.
No doubt, no doubt. The mayor came out, about 3 Congress people came out, so it was definitely a big turnout. And I spoke and I gave it to him raw and uncut.
Man, that's the only way they can take it, man. Coming from there, man, we only like it raw and uncut, man. And you know, man, I send my hats off to you, man, because there's not too many people that come with actually bringing something that the people need, man. You came, you gave them water, but more than water, man, you gave them knowledge, man. And that's something that I noticed it carried a lot of people. A lot of people was motivated when you left, man. And, you know, I just recently went back home to bury my grandmother, man, and I just noticed, man, it's a spark in people, man. It's a spark in people. And the thing is, man, hey, man, if you, in a city like that, my thing to tell people is, listen, don't sit back and watch people buy up your city, man. If you're not putting no money there and you're not buying up, man, you're gonna watch it. It's like Monopoly, man. You're gonna watch the game get played.
Either you play the game or you watch it.
Cool, man. Tell them, brother. Tell them, brother. I definitely commend you on that, man. I just want to thank you for the trip up there, man. And you know, man, my brother let me know, man. He said, man, you're a real solid guy, man. And you know, man, you really boosted the spirits, man. And I appreciate you for stopping down there, man.
No doubt. I'm going back through there. We got some stuff planned for him. You know, Michigan is a legal state for marijuana.
Oh, man. Listen, my brother got a dispensary, man. My brother actually, Pooh Diddy Medicals, man. While I'm there, I just sent out the shout out, man, Pooh Diddy Medical Relief. But, man, it's a booming business, man. And I'm going to tell you like this, Rick, Michigan a place to be, man.
Oh, no doubt, no doubt. I'm going down there in a couple days and do my due diligence.
Oh, man. Big ups to you, man. And I wish you nothing but the most, man. I wish you nothing but the best on your endeavors, man.
All right, I appreciate it. Thank you.
That's great. So, Rick, how can people get a copy of your book? Where can they go?
They can go to freewayRickyRoss.com. That's freewayRickyRoss.com and order the book. Also, they can go on my Facebook page at Freeway Ricky and order a book from there, or they can go to Amazon, or they can just wait and catch me on the street.
That's great. And here's what I want to do, and I'll ask Hazy to send it to me. But when if we can get a list of the cities that you'll be going to, we'll be happy to put all that out and get people to go. So we'd love to do that.
We'll work on that.
We will definitely do that.
All right.
So we want to just thank you so much for joining us on our first show tonight, and it's just been a pleasure. I know you're on your way to your next destination, I believe. Where's that going to be?
In a few minutes.
Yeah. Where are you going? What city are you in today?
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Okay, do you want to give a shout out and let people know where you're going to be tonight? Do they want to come and meet you?
I don't even know where I'm going to be at. Cathy, I don't keep up with the names.
You just show up. That's good.
If they can go to my social media page.
Okay.
And it's all posted there. That's
wonderful. We will all right. Well, thank you so much for coming on tonight. We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, man. You take care.
Bye, Rick. All right. Wasn't that great? You know, Mike, you're just like a little kid almost.
Oh, you gotta realize, Cathy, like, not only did I watch this guy, but I studied that guy. You know, I studied that guy, man. Growing up, I mean, man, I just felt like that made for one of the best stories. I mean, man, growing up, I watched the documentaries, I read books on the guy, and it was just understanding. He was actually one of, it's very few people that I can say I really soaked the knowledge from.
Wow.
And it wasn't the knowledge, you know, it wasn't just the knowledge of his street knowledge, because everything he done in the streets, it turns over, and it's the same way that corporate America is operated.
Right.
He ran an organization as a business.
He made his own corporation out of it. He really did. I mean, unfortunately, it was, illegal.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
but, wow. I love how he said, he's like, I bought whatever I wanted. It's like, I want to buy whatever I want too. I can't even imagine $3 million a day. You know, people.
I mean, what could we do with that, Cathy? What could we do literally with $3 million a day?
Oh, you know, I would be like in so much trouble. I'd be like, seriously.
Honestly, because I can't spend $1 million in a day. So for another $3 million to come in the next day, I mean, honestly, what could you do?
Do you know what? I mean, when you think about it, think about it. I mean, think of all the things that are going on now. Think about the hurricanes. Think about, you know, I know we're going to talk about it here in a little bit, but I'm just avoiding it. But I mean, just all the different things that, I mean, you could help. You can give back. And I know that's one of the things that Rick does now is he gives back. And going back to the communities that, you know, he helped.
And that's the big thing. It's one of those situations that I look at, Cathy, and you have to look at it and say, listen, I wasn't put here to succeed, not to help others.
Right.
You know? Mm-hmm. And it's something that I take so serious because I feel like this, you know, I'm an entrepreneur myself and I've been blessed. And I couldn't see myself being blessed without the ability to have the thought process to help others.
Right.
And, you know, it was one of those situations that I look at that now and I always say, you know what, if God's going to grant me, you know, blessings on top of blessings, I want to be able to be a blessing to someone else. Right. And it's kind of the reason I operate the way I operate in business.
Yep.
Most of my businesses are to help others.
No, exactly.
It's not to take. It's not to take. It's to give.
Same with mine. I mean, we want to provide education. I mean, financial literacy. Like Rick was saying, you know, that's one of the things he goes out and does is talk about literacy. Financial literacy is huge. More and more kids, they get out of school and they don't even know how to, well, they don't know how to write cursive anymore. That's like crazy.
No, listen, my ninth grader hasn't ever learned cursive.
No.
They took it out of the schools.
My 18-year-old son, when he was getting his graduation cards, I had to read the cursive to him because he didn't know it.
So how could these guys place their signatures? That's just something that you look at right now.
Exactly.
And you have to say, you know, that's a situation that's something for parents. Teach that at home because they're not teaching it in the schools.
No, exactly. But the parents are so busy working, or everybody's so busy looking at their technology, their phones, their social media, you know, so there's that. But, you know, here's what I want to do, since, you know, we had Rick having to go to the next spot he was going to tonight, and he's like a rock star, so he doesn't know that's perfect. Every city's the same. But, you know, let's go back to talking about what our show is about. And, hey, I'm Cathy again, and this is Myke, Magic Myke. Magic Myke, Money Mike. But
as Cathy called me, Money Mike.
Money Mike. Let's keep this. But you know what? I mean, so what we're going to do every week is we really want this to be interactive. This is our first one. If we're messing up, we're so sorry, but we're going to get better every single week. I promise we will. I won't hopefully have a sore throat. I have a sore throat.
But it's the thing. That's the thing about us. We're raw and uncut. We're live, we're on air, and we're live and we're uncut. So the thing is, we're going to mess up. So if you hear me say something like the F-bomb, drop something like the F-bomb, or say, listen, we're raw. And this is the same way I would talk to Cathy if we were in a business meeting. So, you know, just understand this and bear with this, you know. But with this being the opening show, we couldn't ask for a greater person to come on. And I commend Rick, man. I commend Rick for taking the time out because he honestly could have had a million other things to do, and he chose to come spend some time with us. So,
so that was really
big
nice.
Thanks to Rick Ross.
Yeah, definitely.
Freeway Ricky Ross. I don't like to even use Rick Ross. Freeway Ricky Ross.
The real Rick Ross. There you go.
Yes.
So here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do, because every week, I mean, normally we would have told you about this more at the beginning, like I said, but we'll have a topic of the week. We're going to also have some financial tips, right?
Yes, indeed. Got to get that money. Get that money.
Yes. And then, you know, we'll talk about, you know, just some current things that are going on, maybe some sports topics, because I know we kind of like sports, don't we?
Oh, man, there's a lot going on in the sports world.
Yeah,
there's a lot going on in the sports world. And Speaking of it,
let's do that real quick. What's happening?
Right now they're starting. I'm pretty sure everyone's aware. We're off into the preseason of the NBA, and there are big topics going on right now. It's so many storylines right now that I'm pretty sure all the listeners and all the viewers would understand that one of the main topics is you got the Lakers, you got Lonzo Ball, you got the new rookie. He's making a big impact on the NBA in more ways than just basketball. And you got Kyrie Irving, the Kyrie Irving and LeBron breakup. You got Kyrie in Boston. You got Derrick Rose in Cleveland. You got Dwayne Wade and LeBron James teaming back up. And I just believe this is going to be one of the most exciting seasons in basketball history because there's so many storylines. So
you're killing me. You're killing me. You know, right? You know you are.
You know I know. And for those who are unaware, Cathy knows nothing about basketball. She knows nothing about basketball. So
hey, I know
when we speak basketball, she speaks, and the only thing she knows is what, Cathy?
Space Jam. And so this is for Joe. This is for Matt. Because hey. Listen. So Space Jam storyline. The star of Space Jam was here. Stop. Minneapolis.
Oh my God.
Michael Jordan was here.
That's all she knows.
No, I did not get to go see Michael Jordan, and I was invited, okay? Because somebody hacked my account, okay? And listen, I was late, so I said, I'll just meet everybody later. I didn't get to meet Michael Jordan because somebody got into my Amazon account and ordered $350 worth of dog toenail clippers. And
oh my
God, I can't make that shit up. Seriously? Why me? And me, the person who always talks about Space Jam, has to miss Michael Jordan because of dog toenail clippers. Really? No way. I'm so not happy.
And once again, you cannot make this shit up.
Right. Oh, by the way, everybody. So when I say I can't make this shit up, when Mike says it, what we want you to do every week is send us your own I can't make this shit up stories, and we will share them on the air. Okay, because
yes,
seriously, I could come up with a lot of them. I have them every single day. But
oh
we
my
want
gosh.
to hear about
if you left it up to me and Cathy, we could really control that part of I can't make that shit up every week. But we want to hear you guys, and what we'll do is you can follow us on our Facebook page. Cathy, you want to tell them about the Facebook page?
New Era Talk with Myke and Cathy. So, yeah, another thing, I can't make this shit up. It's like they told me I was too fast, so they blocked me from asking more people to be on there. So I have to wait a little bit.
Oh, my gosh.
But, hey, in less than 24 hours, we got like 150 people on it. So,
oh, man.
That's because I'm fast. I'm freaky fast.
Oh, my God.
Hey, did you know, speaking of freaky fast, I know Jimmy John's has been one of our sponsors before, but now we have Tremont Auto Sales, and I'm really excited because once we get going, we're going to have a lot of more wonderful sponsors. One of the people that we work with extensively is National Gold Consultants.
Yes, and we're both partners. We're both partners with International Gold Consultant, and it's something that we try to put out to people, man, and understanding in assets. You know what I mean? Making money and turning your money into assets. And gold is the way to go. And we will definitely be keeping you guys informed on that. And it's just we're thankful. And so for all our sponsors, we give a special thanks to those. And for any company looking for advertisement, you can contact us, inbox us on the Facebook page, or hit us up. And if any company looking to get advertisement during this show, feel free to contact us.
Right, and going back to the gold again, one of the things that Mike has looked at and talked to some of his athletes about is just making sure that they build a solid foundation. And so with the foundation being gold or silver, I mean, you can rest assured that you've got what they call wealth insurance. And seriously, if you want to learn more about that, call Ryan Long. His number is 844-637-3481. And that's Ryan Long with National Gold Consultants. Just tell him, you know what? You heard it from us, Myke and Cathy. We told you to go for the gold, right?
Yes, go for the gold. And listen, that is something big we're on. And you'll start seeing a lot of advertising for Go for the Gold, which we'll tell you guys, man, it's all about making smart financial investments. We're in a time in the day where you have to protect your assets. So, and being in these times, I would say, don't just look at the green dollar. You know, the green dollar is for you to protect your assets. It's not for you to just hold. The green dollar loses its value. And when the green dollar loses its value, you want to be protected by assets. And this is why we preach the gold. We preach, you know, being able to invest in gold. And, you know, that's Cathy's ball game, and Cathy's always done a great job and you know, keeping people informed on it.
Yeah, it's definitely really, really important. And I mean, just making sure, I mean, as far as literacy, financial literacy goes, you know, providing education, you know, protection, sleep insurance too. I mean, it helps you sleep better at night knowing that you're going to be okay financially. I mean, because one of the number one worries people have besides public speaking, I think radio is public speaking.
Yes, radio's public speaking. I'm so glad that I broke that ice on myself. Like, I used to actually, I was one of those people, I was always comfortable speaking to people like in a small circle. But once I started doing public speaking, oh my gosh, I didn't realize how difficult it is.
Right, it is. I mean, that's like people, you know, before even dying, people are more afraid of public speaking, I think. And then the other one is running out of income. Seriously? I mean, think about that. If you run out of income and you've got all these things, you've got obligations, I mean, your kids, college, all of these things. Okay, well, that's one thing. But what about in retirement? You're not working anymore and you run out of income? Okay, so seriously, you need to set yourself up ahead of time. Make sure you've got the right products in place. I always talk to people about annuities, about life insurance, and of course, wealth insurance like the gold and silver. I mean, those are just a few things. There's, you know, you want to invest wisely. You want to have money managed. You know, we definitely, Hall of Fame Financial, that's a little bit about me. But I have advisors that can talk to you about any questions that you have. So again, just get a hold of us on our Facebook page, and we'll get you in touch with people. Right, Myke?
Oh yeah, definitely. And while we're talking on the whole social media thing, and a big topic this week to roll over into a new subject. You know, has been the whole thing with you know, the shootings and the thing going on in Las Vegas.
You know what? Can I do this real quick? You know what? I just want to take a little moment of silence, because I just think, you know, whatever greater power. I mean, I pray to God, you know, but just for a moment.
Yes, indeed.
Let's take just like 15 seconds, okay?
Uh-huh.
I think that's like 15 seconds, but man,
yes, indeed.
I just thoughts and prayers out to everybody that's involved. I mean, but you know what? Everybody that's involved is our whole country.
Yes, right. This entire country, you know, and I mean, just let alone with just this tragic incident. There's been so many things going on this year that I was speaking with a business partner, and I told him, I said, listen, you know, the attention span of America, the world in general right now, is so short, because we now have access to kind of see everything that's going on. With social media, it gets out faster than basically waiting on your local or regional news. So what happens is so many situations are occurring, and it's hard to lay focus on one particular event. I mean, literally, think about it, Cathy. We were just talking about, Houston. We were talking about Houston. We went from Houston to Florida.
To Florida, to Puerto Rico.
Yes, and we went from Puerto Rico to this current situation. And what's happening is we're not even getting enough time, personally, in my personal opinion, we're not even getting enough time to focus on one situation because so much is occurring. And right now, I just, lay prayers over everyone in America right now and just, pray for understanding, man. And during these times, man, unity is everything. And I believe we need to use these situations to realize that, tomorrow's not promised. So right now, cut the bickering, cut all the personal problems because, they don't amount to nothing. It definitely doesn't accumulate wealth. You can't work in the midst of
the
problems.
wealthiest people are the ones that love each other. It doesn't matter.
Yes.
You can be making $3 million a day, but if you're horrible to people, what good is it?
It won't matter.
It won't
matter. When you go, you'll go by yourself with no one mourning, and that's the thing. I believe in life right now, the biggest thing is to spread love, and man, go meet your neighbor. Certain people, man, we're in a world right now where I remember growing up, and we knew the next door neighbor.
Right.
We knew the people across the street. We knew the people around the corner. And we're such in a world of social media right now and the internet and technology that people are forgetting to, be, vocal personally. You might speak to 1 million different people you don't know.
No,
but
exactly.
you'll walk outside and not even say hello to your neighbor.
Well, here's an example. So I ran into a friend of mine from junior high school. I was out with my friend Griff and his dad on Saturday, and she saw me. She came over. We talked, and I'm like, "Oh, my son, this. Oh, yeah, I know. I've seen it. I saw all that on Facebook." You feel like you're caught up with people because they're putting it out on Facebook. And
oh yes, I totally
you lose
agree.
touch of the personal, face-to-face communications because of that. It's like, oh my gosh, I actually had an old friend die that I hadn't talked to in years, but because I saw what was going on in her life in Facebook, I really didn't feel the need to reach out to her, did I? No.
Oh man,
That's
I
what
can
we
agree.
need to start doing, and especially, especially with now what just happened in Las Vegas. We put our freaking phones down and talk to each other, hug each other, look each other in the eye. I see more people, Myke, sitting at tables looking at their phones and not looking at each other. When you go out, I'm guilty. You're guilty. We all do it. We need to stop it. Because
Yes, I agree. I couldn't agree more.
And that is the stuff that people see on social media. Everybody, it's like people endangered their lives standing there videotaping everything.
Yes, and this is a moment where we'll look at it and we'll take this as a tip for the day. Me and Cathy joke a lot, so we like to call it just the tip.
Just the tip.
But, just the tip. But,
I think
the
we
tip
think
of the
we're
day.
really funny, by the way, so if
if you guys would only understand. Oh, my gosh. I mean, all jokes aside, Cathy's one of the greatest people to work with. Man, she makes work so fun. She makes business fun, and we enjoy a lot. But, in between that thing, we got some seriousness to us. And, for a tip of the day, we're just going to take this tip to say, hey, man, take a moment to step away from social media. Take a minute because what will happen is...
But not the radio. Stay with us.
Yeah, not the radio. Not the radio. And definitely not the radio. But take some time to basically, hey, man, what happens is you get caught up. You get so caught up into social media and snapping pictures that you forget to live the moment because you try to capture it with the phone. Put your phone down and live that moment. There was moments that was meant just for your memory. It wasn't meant for the world. And, that's just something that we'll just look at the tip of the day. Take some time to actually, speak to someone. Take some time to have physical conversation with someone. Build some rapport with someone. I don't care if you go to the local McDonald's. You go to the nearest McDonald's. Just find out something about the lady working behind the counter.
You know what? You saying that, because with your grandmother just passing away, I mean, some of the best things that she left behind aren't on social media. They're her legacy. I mean, that's what's so huge.
Yes, indeed.
Her,
yes, indeed.
Family
and
values.
She grew us up on family values and morals. My grandmother was big on family values, morals, and one thing that she was when she was an open door to the community. And I believe, our generation, and the generation we're in right now, we're losing, our hospitality. Mm-hmm. Everyone's not as nice as they used to be. You don't know. And during these times, I just feel like, listen, man, it's not an issue of trusting, man. Learn to love someone. I don't care who they are. Learn to just have love for someone, and be able to support your people, man. And that's the thing that goes along with business as well. Take the time to support your people. You have friends opening businesses. You got partners. You got your neighbor opening businesses. Take some time to support them. It's all a part of recycling the dollar. Exactly.
Well, and that's one of the things that I say in my business. There's no need for greed. I mean, what you give, you're going to get. And it's just like, it's what you put out is going to come back to you twofold. I'm a very strong believer in that. When you have people that that you can introduce to somebody else that's going to help. I mean, it all comes back to you. I mean,
look at it. Look at right now, Cathy. I mean, look at what's going on right now. We're on to something so big right now. And
I can't wait to tell everybody. It's really hard not to. We'll tell later.
Money Round Boxing. We're gonna have Howard Sanford on, but it's just something we're all a part of right now. This Money Round Boxing League. And beyond the boxing, what I'm more grateful for is that we all come from different walks of this world.
Right.
We can all come from different parts, because Money Round Boxing League is global. We come from different parts of this world, different walks. And the thing is, it amazes me how much we all can stand on how much we can find a common ground.
I know.
And I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the situations I'm in business-wise. And Money Round Boxing League, trust me, mark my words, you heard it first here. You heard it here. Yeah. This is going to be something that's going to revolutionize the sport of boxing.
It really is. It really is. And so I'm really excited, and I'm so grateful. I mean, you think about how we met over a radio show.
Crazy.
And all the things that are coming about because of it, and the people that we're getting involved with and talking to. I mean, it's funny because I had already met Rick Ross, and you knew all about. It's just crazy how all that worked.
It was crazy. Me and Cathy was on the phone. We were on a business call, and she was with Rick, and I was literally just got done typing and texting the guy who brought Rick to Flint. So it was just amazing. It was an amazing moment, and we realized how small this world is.
Exactly.
And that's what happens when you network and you communicate with others. And that's one thing that's going to be big with this show, man. With our show, we're going to kind of open the lines of networking.
Well,
open the lines of networking, and
it's a new
keep
era.
Those lines
that's
open.
Why it's a new era. New era talk, because
yes, indeed,
it's going to open up, the lines of communication unlike it ever was before. So, I mean, social media being what it is. Gosh, Mike, see, you're younger than me. You don't remember what it's like to not know who's calling.
Right? Right?
I think you grew up with answering machines. I didn't.
Yeah, I actually. Oh man, I can remember. Funny thing, can't make this shit up. Once again, we're gonna go back to this. Me and my brother. Oh man, me and my brothers. We made it a game to basically leave messages on our answer machine, and we would make. I mean, it would be the simplest thing. Like we had this little saying. It was this girl that we were both, we grew up with, and her name was Tia, and we started jokingly just leaving a message going. We would just call, and you would go answer your message, and it would be, I bet you're not thinking about Tia. And we did this for like 2 years for no reason. We don't know why. We don't know why, but it's just the thing, man. And you look at how far technology has came, and it makes you just say, man, listen, as good as technology is right now, and as far as it came, we still have to remember our roots, and our roots was physical communication.
Exactly.
So, personally, I want to take this time out, to give a special thanks to Money Round Boxing League, Athletic Gear, which is the official apparel.
Tell me a little
for
bit about
Money Round Boxing.
Well, the Stealthletic gear. I mean, where can people go to find that? Because that's some good looking stuff.
Oh man, you can go to www.stealthleticgear.com, and
Stealthletic is spelled STEALTHLETIC Stealthleticgear.com.
Yes,
right.
And man, it's great. It's comfortable wear, and I noticed, man, we're getting a lot of responses on it, and thankful for that. And in the meantime, Truly Grand Sports, Hall of Fame Financial, and just a list of other companies that are backing us, supporting us. Blue Lightning Energy Drink, and it's just a lot that's going right now. Now we give special thanks to everyone, all our supporters. And just remember, man, this is week one. And we're thankful for everyone who tuned in today. And this has just been a blessing. It's been a blessing.
Well, this is
thankful.
Great. Well, and we still have time. We still have it looks like 4 more minutes from Mr. Trying to Get Away Before You Can. Typical man.
Yeah. Oh yes, you already know, Cathy. I'm literally ready. It's like I'm not even clocking out. I'm gonna leave from here.
Where are you going?
Yes, I'm going to leave from here, and I'm going to get ready to focus on what we have to do outside of this. We're getting ready for a big event, getting behind the scenes, getting ready for, the fights, Super Bowl weekend.
Yeah.
And, so me and Cathy are going to clock out of here, put on our other hat, and work. And but I'm just thankful, man. And also, special thanks to Freeway Ricky Ross, man. I mean, man, once again, Cathy, I was like a kid in a candy store with that interview.
I know, but when you listen back to this, I'm gonna give you so much crap because you're like you were so. I mean, you did. Your voice changed when you're talking because it was so funny to me because you were like all excited. It was really cute.
And honestly, you know me. It takes a lot to get me excited. It takes a lot. That's one of the people. We opened this show up. It's just a blessing because that's someone that I've just always admired. And I'm thankful. I'm actually thankful.
Let's back it up a minute. You don't admire the drug dealer part of it, but the entrepreneurial part of it. Let's bring that up.
Yes, indeed.
I don't want people to get the wrong idea.
No. I don't want them.
Reputation, right?
Man, I mean, I look at it right now. I look at it now, Cathy. He's so funny. I look at it now, and I just, you look at it and you say, you know what? We're all entrepreneurs in our own way. Everyone's an entrepreneur in some type of way. And what I believe is that he created something that became bigger than him, but what people don't look at is the organization it takes and that it takes to run something like that.
Exactly.
And the order and the structure it takes. I mean, that man was operating at like a Fortune 500.
No, well, wait. Exactly, he was. But listen, like what he said when he was in prison, if it's stamps, cigarettes, he's going to get his. Whatever form of revenue, he's going to get his because he knows how. And he knows how to get out there. He knows how to hustle. And that's one of the things that I admired about him when I met him is he's out there helping other people get wealthy as well. So he's not just taking it. He's also, like he said, he bought cars. He did that, it was for him or for anybody else. See, that's where it's like.
Yes, and for those tuned in, make sure you guys go to his website and go get his new book. I mean, I really would suggest that.
What is it again?
It's www.rickross. I think it's the freewayRickyRoss.com.
All right. Well, this is it. This is the end of our first one.
Oh, man, and I just want to tell you, coming from Magic Mike, I like to tell everyone, have a truly grand weekend. Have a truly grand week, and enjoy your week. Thank you for joining us on the show.
What y'all trying to do?